What's up guys, welcome back to another Eldrazi video. Today we're back playing Eldrazi Tron in Modern. So there have been a couple of Eldrazi Tron variations and I wanted to try to iterate more on this one. So this version specifically is running 3 Kozileks in the sideboard. Typically your sideboard is reserved mostly for Karn the Great Creator. Sometimes you'll have some dismembers in there as well. But because Energy is the most popular deck, the strongest deck, whatever you want to call it, we're going to try to plan ahead for that matchup. So because we have Kozilek's Return in the side, we are running 1 Grove of the Burn Willows in our land base, something for Sowing Mycospawn to get in addition to the talismans of Impulse that also provide red. The rest of the deck is pretty much what you would assume for an Eldrazi Tron list. Some new cards we are trying are Sire of the Seven Deaths. I've been playing this card and it's been amazing. So we're trying 3 in the main. Everything else is pretty standard with your Kozilek's commands, your creature suite with Sowing Mycospawn and Thought-Knot Seer. We have your Devours for card selection, Karn the Great Creator for your Karn sideboard, and then obviously the One Ring because you always need to play the One Ring in your Tron decks. For the sideboard, like I said, we have 3 Kozilek's Return, primarily for energy, but also small creature decks. We have our Karn board with all our artifacts. We doubled up on Trinispheres and Haywire Mites. Trinispheres for combo decks, Haywire Mites for artifacts, Blood Moon, Static Prison, Leyline Binding, Amulets, whatever you need it for. So that is our list for Eldrazi Tron. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the creator program, so we have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you get access to cool perks, like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, match 1 on the play. We have Ugin's Lab, we have Devour. Pretty solid hand, we're going to keep this. Get a turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. Let's see what Devour has for us. Karn. Do we want any of these? Maybe just like, I mean, we have the map, so that's the land. I guess Karn's fine. Devour, play the map. Definitely want to make some land drops. That's why I was a little cautious about whatever I took there. But turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer is pretty good there. Flooded Strand. Let's just Thought-Knot. That lands. Ooh, this is interesting. So we could take Otherworldly Gaze, so that way they struggle with finding lands. They're going to Surveil, probably find one eventually. They do get to push the Thought-Knot, so I think we're taking Force here, honestly. We'll take Force, they'll fetch. I mean, they have to fetch a shock land if they want to kill the Thought-Knot Seer now, but they might just high roll, get a Surveil land, and try to find the second. But they're not going to do that. They're just going to push now. Oh, they're going to Gaze. Okay. So Gaze was another potential target. They just have a lot of ways of finding a second land. I'd rather slam our stuff than try to keep them off mana, because that's going to be tough with their draw here. We found a Minamo. Are they going to Frog? They are. All right, so we're going to attack into the Frog, I guess. A Ring. We're going to crack map, go get a Temple, because I want to make my land drops. Let's attack. We'll make them, like, pump this, and then we can just 2 pushes in hand. 3, 4. If they empty their hand, they're just screwed here. They have to do 1 more. All right, they block with a 3, 4. Now we get to blow them out. Okay, command, X equals 2. Their hand is completely empty. Yeah, they blocked before they did the last pump spell, so I don't mind them like blocking before this all happens. All right, so they just pass. Thought-Knot Seer, we'll get in, play the One Ring. Okay, and they concede. So this is just blue-black Frog. Definitely want the Trinispheres. Karn's honestly not the greatest in this matchup. 1, 2, 3, these 4, maybe Ring. I don't know if this is wrong, we're gonna try this. All right, so I think we're gonna keep this hand. We have Devour with Ugin's Lab, turn 1 map. Maybe we can find like a Temple for another turn 2 Thought-Knot. Pretty solid overall. Reveal Devour. They are going to have a lot of consigns, so that's going to be the annoying thing. Guess we'll take the tower. Let's go Power Plant, map. Try to get Tron. Maybe we don't even need to use the Ugin's Lab on Devour. They just get a Swamp. So unfortunately that means that they have Harbinger. If they're getting a Swamp like that. Into Frog. Oh, this is a really good draw for them. Kind of unfortunate. We draw the Mine. We'll play that out and pass. And they're just going to have Harbinger in this turn. All right, they get him for 1. This is definitely a tough matchup post-board. Frog into Harbinger is like, yeah, nutso draw there. Look at the Forced. Unfortunately, we don't have any talismans. All is dust. Maybe we should bring in some Kozilek's Returns for this. Try to find more talismans. This hand was amazing otherwise. This is just going to ruin it. They get in for 2. They draw with the Frog, play a land, Tameo. And we're assuming they have a counter also. Play Ugin's Lab. I mean, we're going to jam the One Ring. Assuming it gets countered here. I'd be sick if it didn't. Force. A second Harbinger. Oof. They get in with everything. They discard the Frog. Crack for Tameo. Flip Tameo. Draw Kozilek's Command. Yeah, we'll take 1 more turn. We'll see what they do with this Tameo, if they get back Force or not. They attack. Draw with the Frog. But yeah, Frog into Harbinger is just like pretty unbeatable. With Force backup. That's just like their kind of nut draw. Yeah, we can't beat that. Let's bring in Kozilek's Return. And try this. All right, I'm gonna play this time. 2 talismans, but only a Devour. We have to mulligan this. I guess we'll keep this. We have turn 3 Tron, turn 2 Trinisphere. Kind of awkward. Or do we do turn 3 Trinisphere? Yeah, let's put Ugin's Lab back. Gonna try for the high upside here. Mind map. As long as this doesn't get forced. Okay. They thought about it. But turn 3 we can go Trinisphere into the One Ring. Manamo. Kozilek's Return. We'll play Tower, pass. It's almost tempting to go One Ring into Trinisphere. Like what's worse? Probably One Ring overall. Let's get the Power Plant. Trinisphere makes it so that they have to counter it, or they can't counter anything else. Hopefully they don't have 2 consigns. They force pitching Harbinger. I guess we'll play the One Ring. Make them actually have to counter it. Consign. It's so annoying. Their hand was Force, Consign, and Harbinger. They get it under City Sewers. So our hand is nothing now. Map can go get a red source. They pitch a counter spell. I guess they're looking for lands. They have the Swamp. Do they have the second Harbinger? Can't have it all, right? Mine. I guess we're just gonna try to get to 7 mana and hope they don't have a counter spell. That's nuts though. They had the Swamp in hand and double Harbinger. All right, they get in for 2 and they pass. We will go get, guess, a forest again. Maybe we can draw some cast Eldrazi. That'd be nice. Talisman's pretty good. See if this gets countered. Kind of the worst talisman, unfortunately. But it does ramp us for All Is Dust, and it does cast Colorless. We need 1 more land for All Is Dust. Maybe they'll tap out next turn and we'll draw a land. All right, they play a land. Get in with Harbinger. Mycospawn's pretty good. See if they have the consign. They can consign for everything if they want. We'll just get Groove. Take them off black mana. Wow, they just had nothing. Interesting. What's in their hand then? They don't have consign. They don't have counterspell. Or they choose not to use it. Otherworldly Gaze. Maybe they'll tap out for a Murktide. Maybe they have like forces in hand. I don't know. They've been Otawara, Oculus, Unearth. So they're off black, so they can't do anything. They even play the Springs. So they're going to play an Oculus. So we can All Is Dust that. They manifest Dread. Hopefully they don't have a Force negation. That would be cast All Is Dust. This doesn't die, unfortunately. Now we just need like some action. We do give them access to black mana now, but hopefully that shouldn't matter now. The One Ring? Oof, what a good draw for them. All right, they get in for 2. We need our own one ring. They get a Surveil land. Kozilek's Command's pretty good. Should we keep up some? We'll keep up 2. We'll do 8. As long as they don't have Force negation again. Please no Force. Pretty good. Bottom. There's another Talisman. Bottom. I want like all of these. I want like all of these actually. Bottom. Play Ugin's Lab. I guess we should have played that out first too for more scries, but it's fine. Play out the One Ring of our own. Draw another Kozilek's Command. Then we'll pass. They go to 14. I'm trying to think like if I want to Kozilek's in response to this. I feel like I want to see what they do. Because maybe we want to like exile something. We could also exile their graveyard, honestly. Oh, they untap the One Ring. Because we could exile their graveyard. I kind of want to do that, actually. Kind of want to exile their graveyard and make spawn. But I can't make spawn. All right, we'll just let this happen. We can't target ourselves with Kozilek's Command because of the One Ring, unfortunately. So they have 8 cards in hand. 3 mana. They're casting a big Murktide. So like we could have exiled their graveyard. An Oculus. That's fine. They shock that in. So we're assuming that they have a consign, I guess. So guess we'll just pass. We don't care if they do that. We're going to Kozilek's Return. They're going to Gaze in response. We'll draw in response. We knew what we were drawing anyway. Yeah, this is fine. We can Devour this. We can Kozilek's Return. We can do a lot. We're going to take 2, unfortunately. And we get a draw step, which is the Thought-Knot Seer, right? Yeah. So we have 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana, 20 mana. Start with the Thought-Knot Seer. Assuming they have Force, and this gets around that. They do have Force and Counterspell and Push. Take Force. None of these really matter. Devour. Eat that. Attack for 3. They go to 9. Let's do this now. So we're going to sack all these spawn. We're going to Kozilek's Return. Do that. And then we're going to scry draw, make spawn. It's pretty good. Go bottom. Go top here. And then we'll just pass. So they're going to go down to 7. Their hand is Counterspell, Fatal Push, 2 lands. They're going to draw 4 more cards. They flash back Otherworldly Gaze. Like, we could have exiled that, but it's not really, it's kind of whatever. They keep 2 cards on top, actually, and they're going to draw them with the One Ring. Maybe they find another ring, which would be annoying. Or they Unearth Harbinger. Or they go to Unearth Harbinger. I guess we could respond to that. Do we really care? No, I don't think we care. See what they want to play out. Another ring? No, they do find it. Okay, they do have protection. Yeah, we're just going to chill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't mind just playing out Sire. I'm not going to blow up the board. They're at 7 life. They can't deal with this. And then next turn we can just Cityscape or we can Kozilek's Command this. And we're just going to pass. I'm not even going to draw. Down to 6. Like, how do they beat this? They draw again, 10 cards in hand, gaze. They put consign to memory, gaze in the yard, they gaze again. Yeah, I don't know what they're looking for. It must be another ring. It has to be like another ring. But like, how long can they do this for? We're not going to be drawing this, so we're going to have at least 5 turns. They keep a card on top. Do they have access to it? They attack. We'll chump here. I don't want to kill this because I don't want them to have access to Manamo. Because they kept a card on top, so they could untap this and then draw the card again. They do cycle. That's kind of awkward, but they only have 3 mana. All right, sure. Have they played the land yet? Okay, and they concede. So yeah, I think that's what they were going for. So by blocking with the spawn, it makes it so they can't do that. And they had to cycle, use the mana. So good heads up play there. All right, match 2. I think this is a trap hand. We have 2 out of the 3 Tron pieces and then like nothing else going on. So unless we like rip the mine, super lucky, our hand's not going to do anything. So we're going to throw this back. And we are rewarded. Turn 3 Tron, put back a tower, and then we can reveal Devour. Have a nice little curve here. Through no disruption. Shifting Woodland. See what Devour has for us. Sire? All is Dust? Kind of want All is Dust. Let's take All is Dust. Power plant, go. We could take Sire, but I think our hand's aggressive enough, and I kind of want to keep the board clean for this hand. We also don't know if this is like the Shifting Woodland combo or Broodscale combo or what. I mean, this could be anything, honestly. World Breaker. Let's play Mine, go. We like that they haven't had any plays turn 1 or turn 2. So this is going to be Witch's combo, I'm assuming. Ours is Saga. So now we're back to Grist. Okay. Abrupt Decay. So this is just green-black. That's fine. Mycospawn. So we don't have any green, unfortunately. Play Tower. Let's just... I don't mind playing Devour, eating Grist, holding out All is Dust. I think that's fine. I didn't want to play Thought-Knot Seer there because it would just get down ticked on. They might try to make tokens. We'll see. If they do, that's good for us. Land. I can't imagine they do that. That's not really a winning play for them. Shadow Spear. Oh, it looks like they are going to do that. Okay. They just pass. So unfortunately, the All is Dust doesn't do well against the constructs, but Kozilek's command does. So let's get a ring down. I really want to draw a land. Get protection. Pretty good land. Play Ugin's Lab. Guess we'll put World Breaker underneath because we don't have green. Then we'll just Thought-Knot here. We could hold up Kozilek's command, but I kind of want to see what they're doing. Abrupt Decay doesn't do anything. Shieldred can be annoying, so we'll just take that. So this is just like Golgari Midrange, which as long as we can dodge Fulminator mages, I guess they're not going to make a construct. Going to Surveil. Wait, I didn't attack. I was busy talking too much. I forgot to attack. They're going to make a construct, go get a Pithing Needle for the ring. Oh, Haywire might. Okay, same diff. We're fine with that. They should do that now, though. Yeah, they cracked that. That's fine. But yeah, we definitely should have attacked. They'd either chump or be down to 14. There's the halfling we know about. No attacks. Karn is a good draw. We can just get the 1 ring again. We have 9 mana. Let's just attack first. Maybe we'll hold up Kozilek's command, make spawn, and get a big Karn next turn. I can't see them beating this hand, though. All right, they go to triple block. We will Kozilek's command, exile, make spawn. Okay, that happens. Everything dies. We'll just pass. We could play Karn out with the spawn token mana, but it doesn't matter when we do it. All right, so against green, black, mid-range, definitely have to dodge those Fulminator mages. Our main deck's pretty good against them. Like, our sideboard is medium. We could bring in Haywire Mites for Saga and for just artifacts. That's a play. Maybe Thought-Knot Seer. Can trim on those for some Haywire Mites. We'll try that. All right, on the draw against green-black. I think this is surprisingly a decent hand because of Devour. We're going to keep this. It's pretty medium, but if they have hand disruption, we don't want to mulligan this. We have access to Devour, turn 1 map, and if they're going to be trying to destroy our lands, I don't want to be digging for Tron. There's Halfling. See what we can get with Devour here. Another Tron piece. Yeah, we're going to take the other Tron piece. So let's see how much turn 3 Tron they can disrupt. Swamp. Another Halfling. Damping Sphere. Okay. That's fine because we have the Might. I'm just going to get Tron set up. Pretend like we don't have anything for this. Because if we just go like Might with Forest out and then we destroy this, we're still not doing anything. Is this Grist? Okay, Grist is good. They plus. Get him for 1. All right, we'll crack map. Go get a power plant. Sire. So let's play Might. Play Forest. And we can't play the other map because of Damping Sphere, but we will end of turn Might this and then have Tron. They go Shifting Woodland. So they get in with both of these. I'm just going to take it. We could like block sack, but it's sketchy that they're doing this and then they're not attacking with Halfling. They plus on Grist. Do they have like Shieldred or something? Please no Fulminator. Please no Fulminator. Yeah, the Fulminator. That's annoying. All right, they sack that, destroy our land. All right, we'll eat this. So as long as they don't have Cauldron, if they have Cauldron, we're screwed. Sire's not a good draw. Play out map. We have to survive one turn. No Cauldron, no Fulminator. All right, they plus on Grist. They rumble. 4 looks at Fulminator. They don't find, they find a Boseiju. No, that's so annoying. They take the Boseiju. They're just stalling. That's what you got to do against Tron, though. They attack for 3. All right, we'll go get the tower. They're going to Boseiju us. All right, we'll go get the power plant. Oh, wait, we have the forest, so it's just a, what's it called? Stone Rain. I feel like getting the temple's not going to do anything. We have to, like, I get the mine. We have to, like, go for Tron, I think. We're kind of too far behind to not. Talisman. All right, we'll just pass back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What sucks is that they can Shifting Woodland Fulminator. I guess if they do that, we'll scoop. Damn. All right. They had like the perfect amount of disruption for us. Do we want Kozilek for turns? I don't think so. I think Karn's not the greatest in this matchup either. Like if we took out 4 Karn, could bring back in Thought-Knot Seer, the One Ring, maybe Tormod's Crypt. We'll try that. Tormod's Crypt might be a little too ambitious. All right, we'll keep this hand. We do have the forest, which is awkward, but we can find the other Tron piece on the play. Go map, go. See if they go Mana Dork here. No, Pithing Needle on Expedition map. So awkward. Now our hand just sucks. Map, go. Or power plant, go. Yeah, we're going to have to naturally draw the mine now. Or Haywire Might. Thought-Knot Seer. All right, one more turn and then we can Mycospawn for mine. Again, just really hoping for no Fulminator Mage. They keep a card on top though, so that's not a good sign. Rumble. They find Damping Sphere and, okay, they find Damping Sphere. We don't care about that. I'd rather Damping Sphere than anything else. They take the Soul Cauldron. So that means they're going to have Fulminator into that. It's so annoying. All right, well, at least we can eat the Fulminator when they go to Agatha's it. Yeah, it sucks they had Needle into this. All right, so we could exile Halfling or make a spawn. I think I want to further our own plan. Because if we don't make a spawn, we just do absolutely nothing. As long as they don't have like the push. So we'll get rid of Fulminator, make a spawn token. Do they have the push? They do have the push. Oh, man. All right, so we need to draw a land. Land, please. Really good land. Thought-Knot Seer. Make sure they can't do anything else. Oh my god, their hand's all lands now? All right, well, that's awkward. Now I wish I Mycospawned, but it's fine. 2, 4. If we do draw another land, we can kick it and eat something. All right, they play out one of their lands. Haywire Might, doesn't matter. Their hand is just one land. And draw the mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let's kick this, and then we can just play out all our stuff. We'll get a temple. Eat that. Do get a temple. If we attack, they eat the might. We don't really care about that either. They'll block and then eat the might with Cauldron maybe. Oh, they just take it, okay. So they need to draw something here, or they're just 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They draw Urza Saga. It's not nothing. They pass. Draw Devour. Let's attack with both. See if they want to double block here. If they don't, they're going to have a hard time getting rid of Sire. They just chump. Oh, double chump. They'll pump this. They eat the map. Now they pump this. That's fine. Play Sire and pass. So maybe we could have not attacked with Sowing, assuming that they were going to do what they did. They could have also double blocked the Thought-Knot. So maybe that was a bad attack. Play a land. I think their last card is it Grist? Oh, another Fulminator. So they can eat a temple here. So it's awkward because they can Fulminator us, activate this, and then Fulminator again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need to draw land to force that. We can draw the best one. All right, well, we'll make them have to do it. Good top deck deserves another good top deck. So they should eat the Fulminator Mage, put it on this, and then sack and eat a temple, I guess. 1, 2, 3. And if they could eat the Thought-Knot. I don't really care if they do, because then this dies, because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, pumped 4. So we'll see what they do. They might just chump and then eat a land. This is fine. All right, they have 1 turn maybe. Make a construct. Devourer can't get rid of it. They can pump it. They find Shifting Woodland into Grist. Grist can't do anything. It can only plus. But they have to keep chump blocking. They can gain life with this. Everyone's top decking well. They Thought-Knot Seer. Put it on this. So they can continue to, I guess, block or like chump sack to eat a land. But if they do that, then we get to cast Devour first because they're not going to do it immediately. And if they do it immediately, they don't have any blockers. So they're going to kill Devour here. Yeah, they have to let us untap and cast this. Yeah, we'll show them the Devour. Yeah, they were in between a rock and a hard place. No pun intended. All right, match 3 on the play. We're up against Gigantha, so this could be either Storm or most likely Energy. It's a very interesting hand. We have 3 temples. The Devourer can find some good stuff. How do we feel about this hand? The Devourer makes it tempting. I'm going to try it. I think like 5 looks at something good here, and 5 beating 4 plus our draw step. Wow. Okay. No, that's awful. Okay, now this hand is not the greatest. We do have Devour with Labyrinth, so we have 4 mana on turn 2, 4 Eldrazi mana. Turn 3 Karn, Arid Mesa. All right, so this is Energy, Ocelot Pride. We need something. Oh man, that's terrible. All right, let's just go Temple. We'll just go Temple Pass. So far we've seen 2 maps, 2 lands, and then we've drawn 2 lands, I guess. Definitely gonna need some help here. I'm also going Temple instead of starting to find Tron because I'm not sure like if I'm gonna be able to, and I'd rather have the accelerated mana if we draw something good. If anything, we can just Karn next turn regardless. They just go tap land, go. They do make a cat though. There we go. Kozilek's command is what we're looking for. We will go Temple, pass. Now we can start popping off as long as they don't have like a Blood Moon randomly. Aether Hub into, that's fine. And they only have 1 other card in the yard, so I'm not going to exile Flage right now. Okay, attack. Let's just Kozilek's command. I'm actually gonna scry, draw, and make spawn here, and then we'll just, should we eat the cat? Nah, we can just devour the cat. Yeah, this is great. Bottom, do top. I think this is fine. We'll take the damage. They get to make a cat. With no Guide of Souls, it's less of a big deal, I'd say. Maybe we should have put Thought-Knot second, actually. But we can just go land ring. We don't have to devour this right now, because that'll turn off the lifelink anyway. Draw the Thought-Knot. We could Thought-Knot this turn, I guess, right? No reason to be greedy if they have like a ring or something. Yeah, and Static Prism. We'll take the ring. Yeah, their hand is just all removal. That's what like we could have assumed with the way that they're playing. So they can go Marsh Flats. Oh, they draw Discharge for turn. So their hand is Static Prison, Lightning Bolt. So they can Static Prison this after this resolves. Oh, Guide of Souls. And their hand is double Static Prison and Lightning Bolt. So they're going to eat the ring. Okay, that's fine. They attack. We have ring protection. Doesn't matter. I'd like an All Is Dust, I guess. So we could devour the Static Prison. There's another Thought-Knot. We know that this is their hand, though. Play Power Plant. Let's see. Karn doesn't really do anything on this board. We could Kozilek's command, exile Guide of Souls, and make spawn, or probably... I don't want to play any permanents. It's exile and scry draw. We can look for Tron, and we can look for All Is Dust here. Okay, I clicked the wrong modes. Clearly, I meant to draw there. That's a little awkward. It's not the biggest deal, because we can just Thought-Knot. We can block the cat and take the Static Prison. So this also works out. Maybe this was even the better play. Unfortunately, they can attack with Ocelot Pride and Bolt Thought-Knot Seer, so maybe not. They draw a land for turn. They keep it on top. Let's see if they see that. All right, they just attack with the 2 cats, trying to force the Bolt out. So they didn't see the first strike line. Another Devour. It's kind of annoying. Karn doesn't really do anything right now. Like we could get Ensnaring Bridge. I mean, not Ensnaring Bridge. We could get Walking Ballista and ping down the cat. We could get Tormod's Crypt to get rid of Flage. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I think the safe play, we'll just eat the cat. We don't even need the 1 ring right now. Just eat the cat. Put them down to 17. And play the land for turn. We're not going to put Devour underneath, and then we'll just pass. So they still need 2 more cards in the yard for Flage. This is only at 1 energy, so we get this back regardless if they don't do anything here. A Johnny's a good pickup. All right, we definitely will devour a Johnny. Oh, they're going to bolt that and flip it. Okay, that's fine, because we'll just still devour this. They don't have any red sources to ping. Oh, they're going to put +1/+1s on there. Okay, that's still fine. We draw a mine. Let's just put them out of their misery here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could, I think we just played safe and eat this. I was going to say we could eat this and then attack. I'm just going to kill a Johnny though. And I think the only way we lose is if they like get an Arena of Glory and flashback Flage. So we were just going to down tick for Tormod's Crypt. All right, against Boros Energy, we have Kozilek's Returns. We can go Kozilek's Return, out Mycospawn. I mean, Karn's not even that really, like we saw, Karn's not that good in this matchup. I wonder if we want the Mycospawns for blocking, ramping. Haywire Mite's pretty good. Trinisphere's medium on the play. These 3 are actually pretty good too, between Goblin Bombardment, Static Prison, the 1 ring. Let's go 1/1 like that. The other ring. We'll try that. All right, we have the Talisman. I was going to say we boarded out 2 Mycospawn, but that does help us get our red source, but we do have a red source here. Definitely going to keep this hand. We have turn 3 Tron with Kozilek's Return. That's kind of insane. Definitely can't complain about this hand though. And we draw the red source here, which is unnecessary, but nice. So as long as they don't have Goblin Bombardment, because that's the annoying card. We kind of want them to go wide, but they're not doing that. Oh, come on. Forgot about the Phantoms. Luckily we have our green source here. Draw Devour, not the best. We'll play this out and not Temple because I don't want to get the Temple blown up. If they want to blow up that, I guess it's whatever. And that's why Mycospawn's actually probably better in this matchup, or just as good as Thought-Knot because it can just rebuild after Phantom. But that is annoying to deal with. You never know if they're running the Phantoms or the Charmals anymore. Double Phantom. All right. I mean, we have the Kozilek's Return just chilling. Another one. All right, so we're definitely going to Kozilek's Return. Gonna see if we want to wait until after attacks. We do have 2. Is waiting fine? Maybe they play to the board here. They have Flage. So we are gonna Kozilek's Return. It's kind of annoying because they're gonna Flage like availables. 1, 2, 3, 4, and like, oh, next turn actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think there's a point in playing Mycospawn out. It's just gonna die to Flage and we can just ramp with Expedition Map. But if they do Flage, that's fine because we can devour it. They bolt us? They do. All right, they are gonna get Flage back. No Arena of Glory means Flage isn't scary. Ping for 3, sure. All right, we'll crack this. We're just gonna get another Temple. We don't have to play for Tron anymore. There's Power Plant, of course. There we go. Devour, eat Flage. No. We'll save that for something else. So now we can kick a Mycospawn, Static Prison, okay, into another Phantom. Triple Phantom and like top 15 cards is crazy. We're going to kick a Mycospawn. We'll eat their planes just in case they are running Blood Moon. We'll get the Mine and then we'll play Map. They are going to hit for 2. It's annoying because this is flying. We have so many good top decks though. Are they going to bolt us again? Oh, they just bolt. Okay, that's fine. I feel like I would bolt us, to be honest. Amp Raptor into Amp Raptor. Cool. Okay. Attack for 2. We get to Kozilek's Return. Ugin's Lab's not a good draw. Static Prison. Probably never getting this back. They will gain a life. We'll wipe the board. No, another Amp Raptor. See what they hit. They hit another Amp Raptor. Yikes. All right, let's go get a tower. We have like 2 turns. Something good, please. Oh, man. We have so many good top decks. I really want to beat the triple White Orchid Phantom draw. Down to 3. Kozilek's Command. All right, well, let's see. We will do X equals 10. All this dust is good. Devour is good. All this is really good. Except for the One Ring's not that good, actually. Tower, no. We don't need the One Rings. The Spawns block. Devour is pretty good for this, getting this. Kind of one Thought-Knot, actually. No. We lose to just Flage. So they would have cast. I don't know what's in their hand, though. Let's Devour. All is dust. Is it stupid to Thought-Knot here? I'm not sure. Like Thought-Knotting instead of doing anything else? Because like what could they have if they're just short on lands? All right, we'll take the One Ring. All right, we'll just pass. We just lose to a top deck Flage, though. That's the only problem. Or Bolt. So the hand is just Ocelot Pride. There's Ocelot Pride. No attacks. There's the K command again. So I think we're looking for Sire, actually. So maybe we should have been scrying for that. Let's crack Map. Go get a tower. Play tower. Let's be smart about this. And we can sack all these spawns. Okay, X equals 21. All right, we find all the Sires. Put everything that's not a Sire on the bottom. Oh, man. We could actually... I was going to say, we could just wipe their mana off the board, which would be pretty funny. Temple, no. All right, we'll just go through all this. Haywire Might actually gains life. I kind of like that. I think I actually want that because... And that would put Devour back, and then we won't be dead to Flage. All right, putting all these on the bottom. Just need 1 Haywire Might. I honestly think we do go play it safe and play Haywire Might here. Play Haywire Might, crack this now to gain life, and then we just pass. So that puts us out of Flage range. They play a land. I wonder if it's like the Ring. No attacks. We could again make a million spawn. Maybe we should have put Sire second. Let's just do this. We'll just play it safe. We'll just go for, what's our 1, 2, 3, there's 5 in the yard. So let's go exile graveyards and then we'll draw the Sire and then just play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do that just to play around Flage, flashback Flage or something. I mean, maybe we should have kept both Haywire Mights, but I think this is fine. All right, there's all the Sires. Put all these on the bottom. Do bottom, play Sire. I guess we could wipe the board, but we don't want to give them a card draw with Thought-Knot Seer, so maybe not. Attack with Devour. See if they want to block and then kill it. A Ganjo, sure. Totally fine with that exchange. Next turn we'll just all as dust, then get in with everything. Yeah, they just concede. Sire's too good. Match 4, we're on the draw. And I like this hand. We have Devour, we have Ugin's Lab, so we can go turn 1 Talisman. We have Map to get other lands. We're going to keep this. Devour can hopefully find us something good. We're up against Gigantha, so we're going to assume this is energy. Sacred Foundry into... Well, Ragavan is probably the most annoying one drop against us. They don't really run Ragavan much anymore either, so that's pretty annoying. We will... I think we're going to take an Ugin's Lab here because we have double 6-drop. So we'll just go Talisman into Map. Like, yeah, Ragavan's annoying. At least if they do have Blood Moon, we have Talisman to prevent that or to help against that. We do have Karn. Karn's not going to do too much, though. We can get Ballista. They're playing fast, so they definitely have a plan. Wow, they had it. Turn 2 Blood Moon. Look at them. So that's awkward. Very lucky for them, though. Let's just play out a land and I guess pass. We're going to be, I guess, trying to ramp into All Is Dust. Ragavan gets in. That's crazy. They had the planes too. Flooded Strand, Ocelot Pride. Hopefully they just, at least they don't have like much going on. We'll crack Map, get a Forest. We could get the Mine for eventual Tron, but it's fine. We can play Karn. Maybe we just Karn, get the One Ring. Karn for Ballista to ping these two maybe. Definitely have to play something. Probably going to get Ballista because if we play the One Ring, we do get a, I guess, a draw step and a card, but then they static it. At least this gets rid of some things. We could get Haywire Might, actually. Yeah, I kind of wish... Well, we have the green, so maybe we should have gotten the Mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I kind of wish we got the Mine now. But then if they static prison this, then we don't have a green source, so it's hit or miss. Let's get Haywire Might, and then we'll pass. We can actually look to 4, 5, 6, 7. We can look to next turn. Oh, they just kill Karn outright. I was hoping they'd attack it. So we can All Is Dust in maybe 2 turns. Ragavan hits a Ugin Lab. Another Ocelot Pride. They're going to make a bunch of cats. Oh my gosh. Don't Amber after me either. 3 mana. Flage. How dead are we? 7. We're just dead. Man, their draw was like insane. If they didn't have Blood Moon, we would have been fine. Because we can go Might, pass. But yeah, we're just like dead. All right. Good draw from our opponent. So against Boros Energy, we have the Kozilek's Returns. We have the Haywire Mites. If we don't like Karn in this matchup, could bring in these 7. But we don't know what to take out. Like, definitely want the Kozilek's Returns. Haywire Mites. Maybe we just go down these 2 and go up these 2 and try that. All right, on the play this time. It's a 1-lander with double Devour. The hand's not very good otherwise, though. Like, even if we hit Ugin's Lab, all we have is, like, K command. Let's mulligan this one. All right, we do have Kozilek's Return. That's what we're looking for. Nothing to put under Ugin's Lab yet, but we'll keep this, put back a Map. Not going to throw this back with Kozilek's Return. We'll go Tower Map. And even if we don't find anything, we're still going to play it out. It would have been nice to have Kozilek's Return last game. See if they have Static Prison. Okay, that's fine. Well, wow, okay. We draw the second Tron piece, so that would have been nice, I guess. I'd rather them Static Prison than play like a Ragavan. Oh, they just let that die. Okay. Stony Silence? What? So weird. They brought in Stony Silence against us. All right, I'll put Ugin's Lab. Or we'll put All Is Dust under Ugin's Lab. Kind of stinks. Not expecting that. This is usually for Belcher, so that's funny they brought this in. I mean, it's not, obviously it's not a dead card. Into Phantom. I mean, if they're going to draw all their sideboard cards, we can't, it's just like, it is what it is. At least we get our green source. Tower. We'll just cast Mycospawn, get the Mine. I guess what sucks is that we don't have a red source. Maybe we should have got a red source there. We can just All Is Dust if they do nothing here. Hopefully they don't do anything. Or hopefully they just like play a bunch of creatures or something. Come on, dude. Dude, all our energy opponents have just had massive amounts of, they've just drawn all their Phantoms. 3 Phantoms and Stony Silence. Jesus, dude. In the top 12 cards. How do we beat that, man? We have to get super lucky with lands here. I mean, now we just need a red source. We're going to hold this back for Ragavan. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's insane, though. Into Flage. Target us. All right, that's a good draw, at least. Down to 9, though. Oh, wait, it's not a good draw because they have Stony. But at least it stalls the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need, like, temples and... Or just a red source, honestly. Ocelot Pride. Sire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we could have attacked with Sowing, but guess we'll block. Oh, they only attack here, sure. Down to 3. Do they have Bolt or Flage? Yeah, wow. Yeah, they just had the nuts. You're never beating this. All right, time for the final match. And this has Mine, Forest, double Mycospawn, Map. It's not the most exciting hand. I think we can do better. This hand's a lot better. So we're going to keep, put back a Mycospawn, lead off on Devour. Going to be looking for lands. Temple is perfect. So we get to go Ugin's Lab, Devour, Talisman. We get a turn 2 ring, which is really nice. And we know we're drawing Temple. So maybe we can get a turn 3 kick Mycospawn. Scalding Tarn. And they just do nothing. I mean, I guess we'll play the One Ring. We'll see if they have just an island. Oh my god, they have Spell Pierce. That's such like a random card for them to have. Like no decks run Spell Pierce main. That's just unfortunate. So hopefully we draw the land and just punish this. Maybe they just go Frog. If they go Frog, we're probably going to main phase Kozilek's command and kill it. And hopefully they don't have Force either. Alright, they do have Frog. Yeah, like blue-black doesn't really play Spell Pierce, so that's just unfortunate. Alright, we're just going to cast this now. Gonna exile and scry draw. Banking, they don't have Force. They don't. Huge. Alright, we want all of these actually. 1, 2, 3. Take the mine, and then we'll pass. We're just gonna kind of give up the Karn there. We'll take Thought-Knot Seer next turn, because that's what we're gonna draw. Maybe they have another Frog, which is why they let that go. We'll see. This is a tough matchup, though. They bin Fatal Push, which is good for us, because we're gonna kick a Mycospawn here. We can actually go get Cavern if we want. Exile the Watery Grave. They might have Fatal Push, a second one for this, but that's fine. Oh, we're not running Cavern in this. Oh, man. I'm not running Cavern in this version. Mine, Power Plant. I guess we'll just get the Power Plant because we're so close to Tron. I'm so used to running Cavern of Souls in my Eldrazi decks. And then I guess we'll just pass. Alright, they did have the push. Their hand's lining pretty well up with ours. They do find another land. And draw Map. It's pretty good. Let's play Map. See if they want to counter this because they know we're going to get Tron from it. We don't really care if they counter this because we just are just going to slam Thought-Knot Seer, but it puts them in an awkward spot because next turn, if they don't let this go, we can get Tron, play Thought-Knot, we can bring back Devour, we can hold up Kozilek's command. All right, they do let that go. So let's use the Tron lands. It doesn't really matter what we use, Tron lands or Temple, but we're going to get the Tower, play Tower, because we're just going to cast Thought-Knot Seer here and then we can bring this back end of turn. Assuming this gets countered though, that's fine. They're going to surveil with this land. No, they didn't surveil with this land. Interesting. Another land. I feel like they can't play anything because we have Devour. So if they do, we just exile it. Maybe they have an Oculus or a Murktide. I'd love it if they played a Murktide here. Murktide. So we will return Devour. Good for us. Another Kozilek's command. We're just going to cast this. The exile, the Murktide Regent. Like this was face up too, so I don't know why they cast that unless they were just, they want to get out of our hand. Like there's no way they're running. They might have one main deck Consign, which would kind of be very sad if they had Spell Pierce and Consign just right now. They're shocking stuff in. So I guess if they played Murktide, they're going to Consign this. Oh, Counterspell. That's fine. Yeah, we're fine with that. And then we don't have to K command right now. They have one card in hand and we have 2 really good cards. They had me nervous there for a second. All right, they just pass. Draw a Power Plant. We'll pass. Bowmasters. That's Kozilek's. We're going to do this now. They are going to get the ping. I mean, if they want to ping a whatever, they can. We don't really care. And we're not going to kill Bowmasters. We don't really care. Do they have another counterspell? They do not. So we don't need any more mana. Sire's really good. We don't need map. All these are really good. Bottom. Gotta bottom these. Let's just top all these. See if they target one of the tokens. So again, we did that so we didn't get pinged from Bowmasters, and they're mostly tapped out anyway. So like if they have a counterspell, they attack, we'll take it, whatever. Draw Mycospawn. So let's 3. I mean, if we kick a Mycospawn, then we don't get the other stuff, which is kind of annoying. How much do we care about that? We did all that beautiful scrying. Let's just play a Sire. That resolves. Yeah, I really don't want to get rid of all this stuff that we have. We can like double Mycospawn. This is going to be weird, but I'm going to pass. Oh, they have Shoot the Sheriff. They're going to take 7. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to double Mycospawn next turn. Probably just chump here. It's whatever. We don't need the spawn. And I'm not even going to sack for Kozilek's command. I'm fine with just chilling. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's fine. We can get I was going to say we only have 1 green source, but we can get a forest or something else with it. So we'll kick this Mycospawn. Go get a forest. They don't even float. Kick this one. Eat their other Watery Grave. So for this matchup, you definitely need cast triggers. That's how you get there. Oh, they counter this one? Got another tower. All right, we'll just pass. Again, we could main phase Kozilek's, but it's fine. They preordain. 2 top. Land. All right, they just pass. Draw a map. Let's attack with Mycospawn. They have to chump here, right? Yeah. We'll play map, crack map, get another tower. They're not going to do anything about this. And then we'll just pass. They don't crack this land, and they... All right, now they're cracking the land. I was going to say, they didn't crack the land or play a spell. They get a swamp. Oh, they have Harbinger. All right, we'll float this mana. Main deck Harbinger, man. What's going on here? Exile, scry draw. And then we can just get all the good stuff. Probably get like double Sire here. X equals 15. They just concede. I wanted to see what we got, but let's see. Devour. Wow. I guess we would have just taken Devours. It's a win-win. All right, against blue-black, this matchup gets a lot harder because they bring in the consigns. We definitely want Trinispheres. I think Tormod's Crypt. Kozilek's returns are actually pretty good in this matchup, weirdly enough. I'm gonna go down to Mycospawn. All is dust. We want these 4. So this is an interesting hand. We have decent lands, like just Temple, Basic Forest. We have Devour to find us something, but mostly we have Talisman, which I like. And then Trinisphere just makes things awkward. I am going to try this hand. It's a medium hand. Devour, if we find Ugin's Lab, can make it amazing. Or we're just probably going to be looking for a land regardless here, but it's awkward. I don't know if you guys would keep this hand, but it can make it awkward for the opponent with Trinisphere and then having the color of the source here. Or they just go tap Springs, Devour. There's a Mine. There's Kozilek's Return. I'm actually going to take the Kozilek's Return here. That might be weird. I'm not sure. But we are going to go just Temple Go. I'm going to take this and hope that this is just amazing. Maybe they kept like a Harbinger hand. Hoping they don't go Frog here. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to go Talisman. And I guess if they want to counter this, they can. They might counter it because they have... Oh, Spell Snare. Like, why do they have Spell Snare in their deck? All right, I guess if they go Harbinger, it's going to be really awkward. But we are going to get... we don't even have that third land yet either. They definitely have Harbinger because they fetch Swamp. Man, Spell Snare into Harbinger. Double Karn is brutal. God, just like the worst draws. We even put a Karn to the bottom too. Or we exiled a Karn and we drew 2 more. This was like our chance to really slam something down too. But this is how we lose to Harbinger and just bad draws here. Yeah, man, this is unlucky. Like, we didn't take the guaranteed land, but we took Kozilek's Return, maybe assuming that would stay, and then we'd be able to clear this. Maybe they just flood out, and that'd be nice. We're gonna force a counter with Trinisphere once we eventually hit a land drop. Come on, dude. These games are the worst, though. When they're just like a non-game, get hit for 2. Like, even if they didn't have this, we'd still be struggling. There's a land. I mean, we're gonna play this out. If they want to counter it, gets it out of their hand. We'll see if they care. They do consign it. Okay. We could like maybe hold it open for if we have a double spell, but yeah, we're just too far behind now. Didn't draw a land in 7 turns. All right, I think we just run it back. Do we want Cityscape? Maybe for Sire, bring Cityscape in for the cast trigger. All right, on the play this time. Nah, this hand's not good. Karn's sucking here, man. Gonna mulligan. Turn 3 Tron with Devour. We can't throw that back. Turn 2 Trinisphere also. I mean, we're just gonna go Ugin's Lab map into like Mine Trinisphere. Assuming that they have the consign, but we can always like top deck into stuff. And Devour can hopefully find a threat. Second Trinisphere or Thought-Knot? Thought-Knot or Trinisphere here? Guess Thought-Knot. Can't go wrong with that. Because if anything, we'll cast Trinisphere. If it doesn't resolve, we'll cast Thought-Knot. I would love it if they force this, but there's no way they do that, right? I'd love it if they played a tap land also. Wow, they did force it. Pitching Psychic Frog, that is aggressive. So what does that mean? Does that mean they have another force? Or what? I mean, if they're gonna force all these cards, we don't really mind. That's insane though. Because we didn't even play a Tron land. All right, we're gonna go Trinisphere. Do you have the consign? Or do you have a second force of negation because you used the first one? They have double force hand? They do. Force Spell Snare. They're down to 3 cards. We're down to 2. It's pretty crazy though. Gotta hope they don't have like a frog, I guess. But we do get the Thought-Knot. It can fly over, but they put Counterspell into the yard. So we're assuming that they have one then. Maybe they need action. Maybe they have the consign. Well, they would have used the consign there. They keep a card on top though. Talisman. It's Thought-Knot. Do they have the consign too? No, they don't. Wow, triple counterspell. All right, this is an easy Murktide. Triple force negation. Okay. So they weren't letting anything resolve. That's why they're blowing their hand like that. I'm surprised they didn't force pitch force. All right, so their hand is just counter spells. There's Kozilek's. We'll attack. I'm actually going to play this Talisman. If they want to use a counterspell on this, I'm totally fine with that. This doesn't have red mana, so... All right, they do use a counterspell. Totally fine with that. So their hand is just force and negation. They get a tapped Watery Grave. See who top decks better. I feel like we do, but we'll see. They are right back in it if they draw Murktide or Frog. Attack for 4. See if they want to force this, because then we don't get Tron. But again, we're totally fine with this. This is just long run bait, I'd say. They just let it go. I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to get the 3rd Tron piece, because if we draw a green source... Draw Mycospawn or World Breaker. I want the Forest. Tameo. Okay, well, now I'm going to do it because I want the Devour to eat Tameo. Get Power Plant. Ugin's Lab's not good. We'll attack. I mean, they may have drawn a consign. All right, they just chump. I'll play out. Oh, we have that. I guess I'm honestly just going to pass. We know their hand is Force of Negation, something. I don't want to just cast a Blind Devour land. Like, I guess if we did do that, we put them on a 1-turn clock and they have to act. I guess we'll return that now. Karn. Karn's a good draw. So let's attack. Karn will get the Force out. So let's just get this out just as a threat. It could be wrong though. We could just wait and hold this cast trigger. But this makes it so they have to draw something this upcoming turn or they lose. They might have just, Sink into Stupor. That's totally fine with us. Whew. I'll put Devour under there. That's fine. So again, we know they have 1 Force of Negation. They draw Swamp, hoping to find Harbinger. If they do, we don't care because we can Karn it. And if we hit them to 1, all lands are turned off. We'll return this now. All is dust. Okay, let's get them for 4. What do they have this time? They tap out, we're just going to slam Karn. They do nothing. We'll just play Devour. They were going to do something. What do they have? End of turn something or what? Oh, just shoot the Sheriff? That's fine. I feel like they need to kill Thought-Knot to try to draw something though. Consider. Put a land to the yard. They're going to concede if they don't draw something here. And yep, we got there. All right, so that was Eldrazi Tron in Modern. We almost got that 5-0, but turn 2 Blood Moon, 3 Orchid Phantom in the top 12 cards of the deck. We're never going to beat that, so it's whatever. It was nice to play the Tron lands again. We haven't played them in a bit, but turn 3 Tron still feels good. As for this version of Eldrazi Tron, I think I liked it. It was pretty solid. I liked having the turn 1 talismans with Ugin's Lab. The Sires were pretty solid when we drew them. For the sideboard, because there's so much energy, I think Kozilek's return there is kind of necessary. As good as this deck can be against energy, like you saw, sometimes they just go wide, too fast, too disruptive, and there's nothing you can do. So having Kozilek's return is a nice failsafe. I do think in future iterations, I will try some more prison-y aspects, so like Chalice of the Void in the main, Trinisphere in the main, something like that. I know all of you are a fan of the prison strategy, so definitely going to try that soon. But that would do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget we are part of the creator program now, so we have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you'll get access to cool perks, like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.